If you plan to fly out today here in the US, boy, do we have some news for you. TSA agents will no longer remind you to take off your shoes. Why? Because you no longer have to. Sort of. Not all shoes are TSA friendly, unfortunately. Joining us now to talk about it, Caleb Harmon-Marshall, the creator of travel newsletter Gate Access and a former TSA officer. Caleb, thank you so much for being with us. What type of shoes will raise the red flags for TSA?
So you definitely want to stay away from shoes that have metal, so high heels or any metallic piecings that's on your shoes. Anything like that is going to alarm the system. And you also want to stay away from bulky shoes, so maybe steel toe shoes. Things like that will definitely alarm the system, and you may be required to take off your footwear. So stay with the casual sneaker. That should work fine.
But we still don't necessarily want open-toed, right? We don't want that on the planes. At least many passengers, I would imagine. You
I'm
reported that several active officers shared that they didn't receive internal guidance until after this news was announced. How did that miscommunication play out at airports?
It's not uncommon for the officers to find out news with the public. So I believe this is something that happened. I feel that the agency was pressured to say something because of the extreme media attention. This was supposed to be a soft rollout. Because of the media attention, they had to rush it. It kind of got out of their hands. So that's why it went nationwide so sudden.
Well, overall, how do you think this new policy will impact TSA wait times?
I think the wait time, I think people going through TSA now will feel like it's a breeze. It's definitely going to decrease the wait times. I think that it's going to build a better relationship that passengers have with the TSA officers because it's a love-hate relationship, heavy on the hate. So hopefully this new rule brings back the love and that, the passengers understand that all of this stuff is here for their safety.
All right, Caleb, I got to ask, from your time at TSA, what are the stories that stick out most to you? Any involving passengers and shoes that stick out in your brain?
I always thought that it was pretty disgusting that everyone took off their shoes and put their feet onto those yellow footprints that's on the bottom of the body scanner. You see all types of feet. You see sometimes fungus on foot feet, and the machines are not cleaned as they're supposed to be cleaned. So I'm happy to know that passengers are able to keep on their shoes now.
A welcome development. All right, Caleb Harmon Marshall, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you for